We're at the halfway point of Global Champions League Round 1. This is stage 15 of the 2025 season. And if you're not entirely sure from that background as to where we find ourselves, well, the beautiful Hassan Tower is right behind me. The Grand Theatre is just over there. And those are some of the memorable monuments here in the city of Rabat as we once again return to Morocco, as we did in 2024, breaking ground on the African continent here for the Global Champions League. And the Global Champions League in Africa has once again delivered some storylines. Are Madrid in motion the big winners thus far of GCL Round 1? Of all the storylines that have been floating around the start of the day, it seems as if that is indeed the case. The only team on double clear, and let me explain to you why as we show you the current leaderboard. Madrid in motion, not only because they are double clear, but it is the reason why they are the big winners thus far of GCL Round 1. Because the teams around them, the teams that are fighting for a top 4 finish, the teams that are fighting for the championship, have not performed particularly well. So Madrid in motion, the only double clear. Rome Gladiators, by the way, who were in a fight towards the bottom of the table, will be delighted with those 4 penalties. But then take a look at the teams that are around Madrid in motion, that are around that championship top 4 fight. Prague Lions having fences down, they find themselves on 12. Slightly faster are Kun Stars, the joint championship leading team with Falkenswart United having fences down. Natalie Dean, Jana Frederica, Maya Zimmerman with fences down. They go to 12. The Shanghai Swans, who were a major championship story all season long, have 16 fences, or 16 penalties at least going down. And then the Stockholm Hearts, who, after the heroics in New York, have once again found themselves towards the bottom part of the championship and of the stage as they struggle once more. Fences falling, time penalties happening, and plenty of faults for Marlon Bayer-Johnson. Very uncharacteristic indeed. But because of all of that, because of the drama for the Shanghai Swans, for the Prague Lions, for the Kun Stars, only Falkenswart United, who are yet to jump, have such an impact in that of Madrid in motion. A superb performance, a superb round from both men, and they go on to jump double clear and lead at the halfway point. Let's hear from Jack Whittaker.
Jack, the first double clear of the day for Madrid in motion. Can we have your views not only on another clear round for you, but a really important double clear for the team?
Yeah, obviously we come to show us jump clear rounds, and that's what we did today, so we're just very happy.
Where was the course most challenging? Because obviously people watching at home go, oh, clear, it was easy. But it's not like that at all.
I think it's one of them courses. It kind of everything just kind of seems to keep coming up. You know, you've got to ride every jump as it is, and I wouldn't say there's one line that's particularly harder than the next. It's just it's one of them you kind of have to get it right all the way around. It's a bit trappy, I think.
For the team, you've still got this outside chance of a top 4 finish, which obviously would be the aim. When you look now to round 2, what's the plan for round 2? What horses, what riders to try and maximise the points here in Rabat?
Sure, Fan's got his good horse in the next round and on for the team, and then Edu's riding Legend. So there's 2 very good fresh horses there to come out and jump, especially in this heat as well. I think my big lad, he's not used to this weather down here. He's a northern lad, you know. He likes the cold. So hopefully he's good for the next round, and at least if we're good, he gets a day off, and then hopefully the team goes well, and we've got Grand Prix on Sunday then as well.
Just a quick comment on Edu, because he's had a couple of rounds where it just hasn't really gone his way and he hasn't jumped clear in Rome or Vienna. It shows the class of him and his mentality to then come out here and step up when it really matters for the team.
Absolutely, like this sport, it kicks you down more than it builds you up. You know, you have to be resilient. And if you don't persevere and you're not got that strength, you don't seem to get very far in this sport. And you have to keep trying and keep pushing. Everyone has bad rounds, and just Edu's a class rider, and he always comes right in the end.
Well done and good luck for the second round.
Thank you very much.
The thoughts of Jack Whittaker and Madrid in motion, who currently lead at the halfway point. They are the only team to jump double clear after the halfway point of GCL Round 1. And because of that, seeing their closest rivals in the Shanghai Swans, the Prague Lions, even the Kun Stars, arguably, all having fences down. This is a wonderful opportunity for Madrid in motion to now cash in here in Rabat and head to the final stage in Riyadh in a couple of weeks' time as a serious contender for a GCL GCL Super Cup semi-final. Rome Gladiators have done really well here as well today. 1 fence going down, only that, a nice clear for Peter Fredriksson and 4 for Emanuele Guardiano. Let's hear from the Italian on the thoughts of Rome Gladiators.
Emanuele, a trend in the early rounds here from the early teams of 1 clear and then an unlucky 4 faults from the second ride. It was the same for you, same for Rome Gladiators. How did you view the round overall?
Well, Nikolai jumped good actually, and he was a little bit strong on the end of the course. And he touched the exit from the combination on the end of the class. It was a bit too strong. I hold him and he touched with the belly the vehicle. Yeah, and I will ride him again in the second round.
It's an important weekend for Rome Gladiators in terms of this 17th spot that you're trying to avoid. When you look at the second round, what's the plan to try and maximise the points from here in Rabat?
For sure, we will give it the best. We will try to be good and try to qualify. We have one more chance in 2 weeks in Riyadh. We'll see.
Which riders, which horses for round 2?
I will ride the Nikolai, yes, and Piden. I think the bay horse, yeah, the bay one. Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
The thoughts of the Rome Gladiators after their single fence going down in GCL round 1. They're currently in second place, just behind Madrid Emotion, who currently lead on a double clear. The second half of the field is ready to go. The Paris Panthers, in fact, have just made their way into the ring. So let's go and join the Paris Panthers, who are fighting for a spot in the GCL Super Cup quarter-final. This is live from Rabat.
Our last leg, that non-podium story changed in the last round of the Global Champions League in Circus Maximus in Rome the other day. So it's a case of now perhaps using that impetus of a recent podium, of a recent strong result, to see if they can begin to, just bring a little bit more life to that points table from their point of view over these last 2 legs, and then perhaps set themselves up for next year. Celine Azevedo and Guida Grimaldi are the teammates in round 1 of the Global Champions League, the second half of this opening round. With the Paris Panthers, it's Clinto TZ, the gelding by Quintimisio Z, the first of the 2 to go. And just to remind you, the time allowed is 74 seconds, and we haven't really seen many go round for time penalties, but I mentioned that because she is a little bit steadier than we've seen with some. And then you can appreciate she's trying to be very, very careful to ensure she gives and delivers the clear round, but I think she'll be okay. She's now picked up the pace a little bit, really pushing on back to the triple bar, coming home. In fact, a lot faster than I thought she was at the start, but it's a solid performance from the Panthers. They're on the prowl early doors with that round and a big smile from Celine Azevedo. Clinto TZ starts things off with a 0 score. Perfect start. 67-62. I mean, Madrid was slow when it comes to times. When you look and compare them to the other times around the scores, we'll see though how it all balances up as this competition moves forward. But the Paris Panthers have got the start they wanted to this opening round. Now the Italian Guida Grimaldi, Chanel Bleu, the 11-year-old by Cantangos. Always had that fence down right back at the beginning. The second fence goes down, and the Paris Panthers suddenly on a score of 4 puts them into that battle of a 3-way battle. And it means Madrid for the moment again are the only team on a 0 score. Back rail again now, taking the score to 8, so you'll see them moving, trying to keep themselves perhaps in the top 5 for the moment. But they'll still need, oh, he's had that defence down, so it won't be that. It's a 12 penalty score, and again the Paris Panthers just not getting the luck that they need after that brilliant podium last time out in Rome. Off to a difficult start here in Rabat. The 14 penalties, because he does indeed pick up a couple of time penalties there from Guido Grimaldi. He crosses the line on a total of 14, and that becomes the score for the team for the opening round. It keeps them ahead of the Shanghai Swans and, of course, the Stockholm Hearts. But they really wanted more than that. 7 teams still to come forward in the opening round of the Global Champions League here for leg 15.
Fences falling aplenty for Guido Grimaldi, I'm afraid. 14 penalties for him leave the Paris Panthers quite far down, only behind the Shanghai Swans and Stockholm Hearts. But now, from a championship point of view, the joint leaders, Falkenswart United, enter the arena. Oliver Lazarus, Marcus Eining now in the ring. And after the penalties to fall for Kunstars, they're on 12 of them. This is a golden opportunity for the riders in blue to take a real charge to this championship. If you want to join us for what happens here in the Rabat, sign up for that GCTV Live Pass and come join us for GCL.